Hey, another reaction series. I got a video a couple days ago, and I realized I haven't done a lot, and I have some that have been sent to me that I should do. But it reminded me, so I'm gonna start with this one. It's called Roko's the band name. I should turn my fan off. Roko's the band name, or maybe the artist name, and then the song is called Only Boy. So I haven't heard it before. Starting with a clean tone. From my neck pickup. Running my practice amp today because it's light and I had to drag it in here. It's hot outside. Alright, so I'm going to get into it. Okay, so there's a drummer, there's two acoustics, but there's a nylon string acoustic and a normal dreadnought, as well as some type of Fender, Jaguar, Mustang electric guitar, single coils. So not optimal for what this is. Okay, back it up. So there's three guitars, right? So first I want to get the chord progression for the initial rhythm guitars, like that. And then I'll try to copy the guy just playing over it to make it sound better. He's doing kind of some, it feels like slide. So I'm gonna restart it again since we're only a couple seconds in. Oh shoot. It didn't cut, but the camera turned because this is like a live performance. There's a bass player and there's a steel guitar player, so like slide, but played horizontally. I'll try to show, kind of. Like that, So a lot of people I could try to copy, or I'll try to do them all. I don't think so. Now it's going to be hard to figure out which is which. Does that make sense? Because initially when I heard it, I go, oh, that upbeat slidey thing was the electric guitarist, but there's two technically now. So continue.
Was running in place, not sure where I was headed. It's something I never felt tonight.
Okay. Vocals is like kind of modern and crisp, which isn't really the stuff I listen to that much. But this is the key it's in. So I'm in G, one higher than G is G sharp, right? Yeah, G sharp. Okay, so the song's G sharp, so it's like, and it's a major. So continue, I think. singing about. I've been playing over his lyrics completely. He's performative. It's kind of annoying. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. All right. Continue.
If you're doing nothing,
I'll do some.
come on.
I'll try to learn some of the slide, that Hawaiian style thing.
Let's do something.
Oh, what's this?
And me and nobody else. It's something I never felt and I can be nobody knows me before. Come close to me. I hope you're not the
Yeah, okay. So we got to the part with the steel guitar solo, so let's hear him out. There you go, okay. So I'm gonna try to bend. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to bend the camera. There you go. Now you can kind of see me play. Okay. Turn it on. Oh, cool. You're gonna be able to see some of my effects, maybe. I'm on my practice amp, so I can model it a little bit more. So, G, second octave, because we're soloing. We're holding it down here, because that's how he is. Maybe we'll try to get some effects going to mimic his tone. Maybe some delay. No. Okay. No. 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 Definitely no. Okay. Reverb? Is there reverb on here? Oh, I got a whole thing for reverb. Okay, so. A little higher. Let's go with this one. Whoa, way too much. I think I'm just gonna stand standard. I'll just switch up my pickup. Alright, I think I could fill in for that, right? If they had to have someone else. It's a joke. I could maybe. I don't know. Technically I could, I think. His was better, he had more time out of it. I don't know.
in place. Not sure where I was
Pause for
headed
the
until I saw your face. Take me anywhere, oh I won't mind. As long as it's just you and me and nobody else, it's true. It's something I never felt enough to be the one and only boy. Come close to
another. You see, that's messed up. Steel guitarist got 2 solos. There's an electric guitar player right there. Another one, at least. I guess they're both technically electric guitar players, but still, he gets one. It's disrespectful. It is disrespectful to give another solo to him before you give it to the other electric guitar player. And you know what? I'm not respecting that, so I'm gonna play as if I'm filling in for that electric guitar player that gets a solo now. So that's key change to something like that. I switched from major to minor pentatonic just in that solo. That's a trick I learned from guitarists here in town. I don't know, I don't think I pulled it off that well, but guess what? That was better than 2 steel guitar solos in a row, because that's just not how you do things. Alright, we're gonna let him finish the video. Oh, he's still soloing. Video. It was a good song. I think I figured. I think I got the chord progression down. And it's cool to have a video that had slide in it. You know, it's Hawaiian style slide, and I do like bluesy slide, but it's still slide. There wouldn't be cylinder style slides actually if it wasn't for the Hawaiians first. The blues people had been playing slide before, but they were not using purpose-built pieces like this. We'll get into the history just because I have no other outlet. I'm not going to do a history series yet or anything. The first musical instrument was the musical bow, so it was just a bow and arrow with a gourd attached to it. It's a hollow gourd, right? So when you actually hit a string, you had something to resonate, right? And that became the drum on its own. And then the wood bow stayed with it. And then I think the banjo came from it. They say the banjo is an African instrument that's as old as, not quite as old as the musical bow. Not by 1,000 years or so, I think, but something like that. And the first musical bow, I think, is about 13,000 years ago. So first instrument, if you're counting rocks that you hit, I guess you have drums for longer, but that's a lot of people say is the first musical instrument. And you can't, there's no fretboard, right? So you have to use some type of metal or rock that you slide around in. But they were just holding, this is Africa 15,000 years ago, or 13,000. I don't know the exact date, but around over 10,000, I think. I have a book about this, at least one. There's a couple, actually. And, you know, you had to slide. Didn't sound good. And then blues, of course, borrows from that. And a diddley bow, not to be confused with Bo Diddley, is basically the ancestor of the guitar, and definitely the ancestor of blues guitar, because a lot of blues musicians in the 1800s and early 1900s too, that couldn't afford a guitar were still playing diddley bows, a kind of contraption, half guitar, half musical bow. They were sliding around. That's the history of the slide guitar. History of the bow is still the Hawaiian thing. It was invented in an actual slide was invented in Hawaii. That was a weird tangent to get on. That was fun though. So I can play both. It would be cool to be in the room with this guy writing it, because I could play both, and I would tell him you can't have two Hawaiian slides before you let the electric guy solo. So, rating for the song, because of that, I feel like just kind of, it was good. If I'm comparing it to all music, so we're giving it a rating, well, it is a 7, because, you know, it's better than 70% of music, you know what I mean? So, good chord progression. I'll give it one more solo, I think. Okay. Just gonna fill in some rhythm so I can get some momentum. Restarting. That's the video. Thank you.